Oh, it's time to
Grab
drink.
your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic. This is Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, 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 breathe. What's up, family? Are you standing on the 6 pillars? I hope so, family. I told y'all that when you start living this lifestyle for real, and you start experimenting with the thought experiments that Brother Hatim is giving you, shit is gonna happen. Listen, many of y'all was listening to the show yesterday, and that shit got cut. Oh, right in the middle of the podcast. I had to come back and do a part 2. And I wasn't able to do a part 2 until I realized that abundance is my natural state. I needed to realize that I am not wandering. I am on a mission of yellow brilliance, right? I had to realize that the stuff that I'm standing on is more real than all this other shit. I leave every space more beautiful than I found it. Just by my presence in it. I leave it better than when I found it. Right? And it's like there was a story that, and that I often tell when I'm talking to people in Gye-nyame, when I'm doing speeches, like a Legba sits at the crossroad to test you, to see if you're worthy to continue your journey. You always have a guardian at the gates to test you, or a sphinx that you have to pass. Something that is going to test and see if you are worthy. This is how you know that you're on the right path. Because if it's easy all the time, you are not on the right path, family. We have to be willing to push ourselves. We have to be willing to move through some difficult times because it causes us to have to subtract. For example, when you walk in and you got a heavy backpack and the backpack is all your valuables, but now for some reason you can't carry it all. You have to decide on what to subtract, what to take, what to leave, right? We all have to go through this process. You, me, and everybody else out there has to go through this process because it makes us better. Saying all that to say, family, I can't even explain what happened yesterday. Matter of fact, I won't explain what happened yesterday, but it happened. It happened. And I'm like, wow. And at that moment, the negative talk started hitting me. It started hitting me. And then I had to go back and I had to go and started restating certain things. When I had certain thoughts, I had to restate those thoughts until the solution came. And the solution came when my problems became somebody else's data and their solution became our power. Damn. I mean, I think that's the stuff we've been working through. We're working through it. And as I've been telling y'all, this cycle of Coochie Chocolate has been extremely rough for me. It's been extremely rough for me. Right? And I'm thinking, because getting these relationships with these principles, I'm seeing that Coochie Chocolate, I'm seeing that your principle that you was born on, when you're going through that cycle, is going to take you through the cycle. It's going to test you. And I'm being tested. So family, we're moving into Ujima tomorrow. Let's hope, that Ujima is a little bit more, I ain't gonna say forgiving, but a little bit more, I don't know. I need something. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I need a break. Because things are going good. It's just a matter of me being able to put on the proper glasses and look at it, rather than looking at it from the standpoint of the social structure. I need to look at it from the governance structure, right? Because if everything was going right, then I'm not doing something. I'm not doing something I need to be doing. So first off, I want to say great Imani to all of you, because we are on Imani. Give it up for all the Imani babies. We are on Imani. We are celebrating Imani. I'm dropping the lessons for Imani today. Oh, and it's so good to be here with you. And I'm recording this show early because I have to travel to Simba for a meeting. We're gathering to fellowship as well as get our minds ready for this summer. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually kind of excited, But let me read the haikus that I wrote before this. Life is sending curves, trying to test my realness, but I am prepared. Is that boy haikuing? Is that boy haikuing? Yeah, the explosion said yeah. Important meeting preparing for this summer as world on fire. You were prepared. We're getting ready for the summer, but the world's on fire, right? The world's on fire, and we're gonna see, and we're gonna do what we need to do. We're gonna make the adjustments we need to make, but we still are going to find some way to commune with our young people, regardless of what's going on. All right, family. So now, let's get into it. This is the haiku for the show. Faith is not a shout. It is the blood in the vein, moving without sound. Is that boy haikuing or what? Anime like that one. Hey, give it up. So listen close. Today we walk with Imani, the seventh principle, the red of our spectrum. The ancestral algorithm tells us. My fault. Let me stop. I need to reverse it. So the ancestral algorithm that we need to say goodbye to is, I leave every space more beautiful than I found it. Let me put that date on there. I leave every space more beautiful than I found it, so that I won't repeat this one until it's time. All right? And, oh no, my fault. 411 is right here. Yeah, 26. All right. I leave every space more beautiful than I found it. So we're saying goodbye to that one, but you can rock with it, because some of you that are Kuumba, you might want to hang on to that one a little bit longer. But now we are moving it into faith, and faith's focus when we're dealing with, or Imani's focus when we're dealing with these algorithms, overcoming doubt and a program of fear. So last week we had a nice, right? I'm sure I gave that one to you. So here we go. Faith is the red blood that brings life to my visions. Faith, or Imani, is the red blood that brings life to my visions. Faith is the red blood that brings life to my visions. And we could, I could go on about the symbolic meaning of blood. Blood is a symbol. We could go and we can have discussions about that, how blood has to flow before everything manifests. When you was born, blood had to come first, right? Come on now. Blood, right? Blood has always been an acceptable sacrifice. Hell, in Gye-nyame, we talk about the 3 types of sacrifice. And guess what? Blood is one of them, right? I'm going to stop, right? It's an important fluid in the body. An important fluid, right? Now, also, but I'm going to stop right there. So let's keep it moving. Listen close. Today we walk with Imani, the seventh principle, and the red of our spectrum. The ancestral algorithm tell us faith is the red blood that brings life to my vision, or to my visions. It's an S at the end. But we have to be careful, tribe, because we've been sold a version of faith that looks more like a loud performance than a living power. In the fertile plains of northern Uganda, the Koli people have a saying that cuts right through the noise. Labor makok pe makole. A roaring lion kills no game. Think about that. We see the lion as the king, the most powerful, the one who rules with a roar. But the Akoli reminds us that when it's time to actually eat, when it's time to manifest, the roar is the lion's greatest enemy. The roar is a warning. The roar is an announcement that gives the prey time to run. For many of us in the Black experience, we have been programmed to roar before we move. If you feel me, somebody type in Ashe. We roar on social media about our plans. We roar to our friends about what we're about to do. We roar because we are seeking validation for a vision that hasn't even hit the ground yet. But why do we roar? We roar because we are afraid. We roar to drown out the internal whispers of doubt that tells us we aren't enough. We roar because we think that if we make noise, the universe will have no choice but to give us what we want. But Imani is not the roar. Imani is the blood. Think about your own body. Your blood doesn't scream to let you know it's working. It doesn't hold a press conference to announce it's carrying oxygen to your brain. It just moves. It flows through the dark, silent channels of your veins, providing the literal life force for everything you do. If your blood stops, you stop. That is what faith is meant to be in your life, the silent underlying current that makes the vision possible. In my book, or the story, or eventually become a book, maybe one of us will get together and we'll go on and finish it. I talk in my book, The Baba, or my unfinished book. I talk about the moment of stepping away from the game, away from the noise of the streets and finding oneself in the silence of nature. It is that silence where you realize that your faith was the only thing you truly had when the street lights went out. You can find the Baba and other guides for the journey on my author's page. You can't find the Baba on there. I ain't putting that on there. But you can, if you request it, you come in, you go into the Telegram, you hit Brother Hatim up. I can share what I got of the Baba with you. And if, like I said, if you're a writer and you want to co-write, and we go in and we can finish, you be the co-author, we be co-authors, put it out. To master Imani, we must practice via negativa, the art of subtraction. We don't need to add more belief. We need to scrape off the program of fear that has been layered over our spirit like old lead-based paint. I'm from the generation that was affected by lead paint. That shit crazy. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but yeah. I don't mean to laugh, but yeah, I come from lead paint, yeah. This program tells you that if you aren't loud, you aren't powerful. It tells you that if you aren't grinding and hustling, roaring for everyone to see, then you aren't making progress. Scrape off the need of external applause. Scrape off the habit of announcing your moves before you make them. Drop the weight of trying to convince others of your worth. When you silence the roar, you find the focus. When you find the focus, you move with the precision of the silent lion. Your vision doesn't need your noise. It needs your life force. It needs your red blood. Let the doubt fall away. Let the fear of what they might say evaporate. Walk in the silence of your own conviction and watch how your vision begins to breathe. And anime says, get the goose up in there at the map, family. Find your way. We can help you find your way. Of course, it's in the description. The link is in the description. Become a supporting member of the Daily Spark. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment. I really want to know what y'all think about what's going on here, right? Also, become a candlelighter. We need your support. Also, Rep Your Principle. Get your Rep Your Principle shirt. The link is in the description. And join the Daily Spark Telegram group, family. It is up and we are popping. Come on over. Link is in the description. Now it's time for the proverb of the day. For this reading, you already heard some of it. We journey to the fertile plains of North Uganda, drawing from the sharp tactical wisdom of the Koli people in the landscape where survival requires both supreme strength and an absolute stealth. They offer us a flawless lesson on how to manage our energy. I already tried to read that. I'm not going to read it in the language because I don't want to continue murdering these languages and being disrespectful, but a roaring lion kills no game. I like it. But I need to know. Tell me, what does it mean to you? And now you know. You are now listening to Gye-nyame Journey Radio. This is a Heart of a Symbol production. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigms.